These last few months, it's been impossible to escape news and updates about COVID-19, also known as the novel coronavirus. While it's incredibly important to stay informed, maintain social distancing, and wash your hands, there's also been plenty of fear-mongering, exaggeration, misinformation, and sensationalism around the disease. Today, we're going to discuss what it's actually like to have the disease in terms of cold, hard facts, no spin or editorializing. All the information in this video is current as of March 21st, 2020. COVID-19 is a respiratory illness, meaning it attacks the lungs and the airways. If you've got COVID-19, it'll be as a result of contact with another infected individual. For your first week to 2 weeks of infection, you may not display any symptoms whatsoever, which is why exercising caution is so extremely important during this period of time. Some people will actually remain asymptomatic, meaning they display no actual symptoms throughout the course of their infection.
Tourists have never been as welcome as they are now. The coronavirus pandemic has put the brakes on tourism. In Berlin, everything came to a standstill for weeks. Pleasure boats, once filled with sightseers, are now mostly empty. Hotels and restaurants also worry that people will stay away.
We have to show we're still here. We're responsible for the livelihoods of 45 people.
Usually we're booked at 80% capacity. Right now it's around 20%.
The industry faces huge losses. Now people who depend on tourism hope that the coming month will bring a turnaround as visitors put the lockdown behind them.
Let's check the new normal in traveling or flying, both on a passenger's and airport personnel's perspective. Before flying as a passenger, you need to secure the following requirements. Note that travel documents are different per category and may also vary per destination. It is also important that you should be at the airport at least 3 hours before your scheduled flight. So as of the moment, guys, you can only travel if you are considered as essential travelers. So what are the different types of essential travelers? So we have the LSI, or the locally stranded individual. The second one is the OFW, the overseas Filipino worker. And the third one is the authorized person outside residence. And for each type, there are different requirements that you have to secure. Now for us crew, we are under the authorized person outside residence, or APOR. And the only document that we have to secure is our company ID and the certificate of employment. Now for the LSI, that's quite complicated because you have a lot of requirements to secure. And so for today, I will ask someone who is actually under that category and how he was able to process all of the requirements.
The first thing that you have to do is you have to secure certification coming from your barangay, and then after the second is you have to go to the rural health unit, or the RHU. They will give you this medical certificate. And then the third thing is you go directly to the local government unit, or the LGU, in your local municipality. Then the fourth one is you go directly to the PNP, or the Philippine National Police, to secure the travel authority. I think that's all, and then you have to secure some IDs, and after that you can check in. I think that's the major requirements from the protocol of the government if you're a traveler or a local stranded individual.
Discussing for the people who love to travel in this time of pandemic, traveling to other countries for leisure is not highly recommended. But for those people who still loves to travel, there will be several requirements to prepare on your trip. And also, there will be high caution of safety protocols for your safety on your trip.